Hey, it's Punky J. What's going on, guys? So I just want to talk about two things today. First of all, in celebration of 25 years for Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the coolest video game characters out there. Wish a happy late birthday to him. Second of all, Sega Genesis just released a new plug-and-play console. Well, it's updated. There was a plug-and-play in the past, but this one is updated with 80 games. That's right, 80 fucking games, 2 controllers. It's much better than the last one. I personally never had a plug-and-play. I'm all about the actual consoles. I'm not a PC gamer by any means. I love consoles. I'm a huge console fan. I own roughly, I think, 5 consoles, maybe 6. I lose count because I'm just, I'm always, buying shit or selling shit. But yeah, the plug and play. If you don't want to buy the console, I think a Sega Genesis would probably run you about, close to $75. So if you don't want to spend that kind of money, you can buy the plug and play. I'm not exactly sure the cost of a plug and play, but I would assume it's probably not more than $40. But yeah, I guess that was done out of celebration, of Sonic's 25 years. And I just gotta say this, man. If you guys know who I Hate Everything is, that guy is such an asshole. I don't know of many people who hate Sonic the Hedgehog, but that guy does. And fuck him for that. Literally, fuck him in the ass. And I say that only because I love him. Like, I like his channel. He's got some legit good stuff. But I just can't believe someone would actually hate Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, it just baffles my mind. And can you imagine the hate he would have got, though, if he said he hated Mario? Oh my god. Nintendo fanboys are a cancer. I mean, I don't know if I would consider them quite as bad as the PC elitists, but Nintendo fanboys, see, they're full of, like, kids. Legit, like, little ass fucking annoying kids. And that's what makes him so annoying. But yeah, I hate everything. I don't know why he hates Sonic. And he hates Minions too, which is hilarious. How do you fucking hate Minions? But anyways, so yeah, going back to Sonic the Hedgehog though, I fucking love Sonic. I love a lot of stuff that people don't, like Sonic Colors. I don't know why people didn't like Sonic Colors. I thought that was a great fucking game. Some people say that the last good Sonic game was on the Genesis, and I think that's bullshit. Although I will say, though, the one that came out for, what was it, the PS2, the '06 Sonic, that was pretty crappy. I mean, it wasn't as terrible as some people will tell you, but yeah, it could have been a lot better. But, haters are going to hate, and I think it all boils down to being a fanboy. For whatever reason, there aren't a whole lot of, like, hardcore Sega fans out there. I'm not exactly sure why, because in my opinion, the Sega Genesis was the best console. I mean, I'm talking like the fucking best. Better than the NES, better than fucking, Atari, better than any of that shit. The Sega Genesis. Why was it the best console? Well, I'll tell you. Number one, it wasn't just directed for kids. While I do know the Super Nintendo did have some, adult style games, it wasn't nearly as much as the Genesis. Genesis had Mortal Kombat. They were the first system to have Mortal Kombat, and it had blood. Super Nintendo didn't even have blood with their Mortal Kombat. We had fucking Splatterhouse. That was an awesome game. I mean, there was a lot of legit good stuff on Sega Genesis. It was like the man's console, It wasn't just the baby purple box Super Nintendo. Although I did like the Super Nintendo, I did have one myself. I do feel like Sega was a superior console. I just think it had better games, but, that's just my opinion. But, real quick, though, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Vampire Mike. He's got a channel called Sega CD Universe. Check out his channel if you get the chance. Really awesome guy. The funny thing is, I hope he doesn't hate me for saying this, but I never really was a huge Sega CD fan. I mean, I think it's a cool console, but to be quite honest, I never got into the Sega CD. I did think it had some cool games, though. Sega CD actually had a Sonic game. And I think that's really cool because not a lot of people know that. It was called Sonic CD. And supposedly it was one of the best Sonic games ever made. So that's definitely worth checking out. If you can get it on emulator or whatever, even though I don't even like emulator. I don't know why I even said that, but you know, maybe I don't know if that's worth getting a Sega CD for just to play Sonic, but you know, it is what it is. I'll admit I do play some games on PC, but nothing that would require like, you know, a mouse or any bullshit like that. So I guess you could say I'm somewhat of a PC gamer. You know, I'll play like the old school classics on a PC, but I'm definitely not the kind of person that'll play a goddamn shooter on my PC when I can just play it on my Xbox. But you know, that's just me, guys. It is what it is. But again, congrats to the Sega. It's still out there, man. Sega is still a company. And I just hope to God that they don't go out of business, you know, because I believe, as dumb as this sounds, I believe Sega could save the industry, the gaming industry, as we know it, if they made another console. And the reason is one simple reason, okay? Nostalgia. There's so many great Sega games that could be remade. But the sad thing is, Sega can't really do that anymore. They just don't have, you know, the kinds of profits, I guess, to do that. But if they made somehow a console, if they got more money and made an actual Sega console, like I don't know what they call it, you know, Sega maybe like another Dreamcast, like Sega Dreamcast 2. That'd probably be the smartest thing to do, since a lot of people like the Dreamcast. But I would honestly, I'd hope they would just like do something crazy, you know, just really awesome. And I believe that would save the video gaming industry as we know it. As dumb as that may sound, you know, Nintendo, the bastards that brought down Sega. I think one day there's going to be a poetic kind of justice, and I think Sega's going to kick Nintendo's ass. So I'm just waiting for that day. But anyways, guys, this is Punky J. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.